guys, welcome back to Chomp on This. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a really tasty banana bread recipe. But it's not just going to be tasty, it's going to be amazingly bangin' delicious banana bread. There are a gazillion recipes out there for banana bread, right? Just take a few of the ingredients and amp them up. You're going to take your oh yeah, my banana bread's good recipe to, oh my god, my banana bread is a bangin' banana bread recipe. Okay, tip number one. We're gonna take the butter and we're gonna brown it. So we're basically cooking the butter, turning it from a yellow color to a nice golden brown. What this does, besides smell amazing, it's gonna add a little more depth and moisture and a nutty flavor to your banana bread. Tip number two, we're going to replace the refined sugar with brown sugar. Refined sugar, brown sugar has the same level of sweet, but the brown sugar has a little bit of molasses added to it, and again, it's gonna make everything moister. And tip number three, toppings. Coconut, you can use panko crumbs. You can make a crumble out of flour and sugar and butter. You can add chocolate chips. You can add peanut butter. So many different creative concoctions that you can add to the top of banana bread, elevating it to another level. Okay guys, let's get into the kitchen, get our ingredient list together and start baking. I'm hungry. Is moisture a word or is it more moist? Okay guys, for my banana bread recipe, you're gonna need these ingredients. 4 ripe bananas, half a cup of brown butter, 2 eggs, 1 cup of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1.5 cups of flour. We're gonna do this in 2 batches. I'm gonna do the dry ingredients first, and then we're gonna do the wet ingredients second, and then we're gonna combine both of them. I like to take all of the dry ingredients and sift them. It makes it so nice and fluffy. Plus, I know all the ingredients are really getting incorporated together and there are not gonna be any lumps. If you do not have a sifter on hand, then you would just go ahead and use a mesh, a wire mesh. Okay, you guys, all the way down to the end, and look what happens. You end up with these big balls of brown sugar. So this is why we run it through a sifter, because you're going to eliminate those big chunks from getting into the batter. And so at the end, when you take a bite, you know, you want everything to be consistent. You don't want to take a bite and have it be a big chunk of sugar. All right, so now what we have is a really nice, light, fine, fluffy mixture of all of our dry ingredients. Now let's get working on the wet ingredients. Go ahead and start with the bananas. Now you guys, these bananas are pretty brown. You don't have to use bananas that are overripe, but there's a lot of benefits to using bananas that are overripe. You don't want to let them get black. They do start to taste a little sour. If you do use bananas that have been ripened up, it makes the bananas easier to mash, and they are a little bit sweeter because they've matured a bit. Plus, you don't have to throw away all your brown bananas. Take a fork and mash the bananas up. It smells delicious. Go ahead and add 2 eggs to the mix. Oh my gosh. It is so nutty, roasty flavored. Oh, that's amazing. Then my vanilla. We're just gonna mix all of the wet ingredients together. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, that butter, you guys, I can't get over how delicious brown butter smells. Why have I not been cooking butter my whole life? Now we're just gonna combine the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. I'm gonna fold in the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. All right, now you just wanna lightly mix the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. Look how quick we whipped all of this up. I think that's another reason why banana bread might be so popular, is because it really is so simple to whip up and everyone seems to like it. And you can make banana bread loaves, you can make slices, you can make banana bread cupcakes, you can make banana bread muffins. There's so many things to do with banana bread. Oh my God, you can even make banana bread, cut them up into slices and make ice cream cookie cakes. Like one here, put the ice cream on and then put another loaf over, bam, delicious. I wanna take my loaf pan and I'm gonna line it with some parchment paper. Do not use wax paper, you guys. This is going into the oven. Parchment paper can withstand high temperatures. Just gonna fill up the pan with the banana bread mixture. Parchment paper, you guys, really allows the banana bread, once it's cooked, to come out easily. Since I was talking about toppers and elevating your banana bread, I want to put on top, before it goes into the oven, a mixture of panko and coconut flakes. Trying something new, it can't hurt the banana bread. So we'll see how this turns out. Okay, you guys, this beauty is gonna go into the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour. Dun, da, da, da. The moment we've all been waiting for. Look at this beauty. Cook this for an extra 15 minutes. So it went in at 350 for an hour and 15, not just an hour. After that, I took it out and let it sit for 15 minutes. It's still very warm, but we are gonna break into it. It's amazing. I want to transfer it onto this plate. So let me, oh, look at that. Oh, it's great. It's so pretty. Let's go ahead and slice this up. Oh, look at you guys. Oh, the panko adds a nice little crispy crunch on the top, which I really like. Oh, ooh, it's still steaming a little bit. That's great. So glad you guys hung out with me today. If you had a fun time, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I have to taste this. Look at the beautiful color. This flavor is no joke. No joke. Wow. Okay, let me get a bite of the top. The coconut and the panko flakes. I love coconut, so that hint of coconut doesn't interfere with the bananas at all. And I like that the bananas were mature enough that I really do taste the banana flavor. I also like the color of the bread. It's a little bit darker since we used the cooked butter, browned butter, and the brown sugar. I'll see you back here next week. Leave comments if you have some tips and tricks for making bangin' banana bread. Leave them in the comments below. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.